Welcome everybody to the Comicstorian Top 10 series, where we take your favorite pop culture icons and list out various top 10 cool things related to them. Today's episode is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Benny, why don't you tell our viewers about this great service?
ExpressVPN. Do you find yourself frequently using public Wi-Fi? Well, doing so can potentially put your personal information in danger. But luckily, you can prevent this by using ExpressVPN. Rated #1 VPN service by TechRadar, ExpressVPN is one of the fastest VPNs out there and has server locations in 94 countries, giving plenty of options to choose from. With one click, you can use the internet without restrictions and securely stream or download content from anywhere at any time. I often use ExpressVPN when I'm traveling and I find myself needing to handle business or make purchases, and I want to keep my personal information safe while doing so. ExpressVPN costs less than $7 a month, and it even comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, and it's available on every device. If you take back your internet privacy today, you can find out how you can get 3 months free by clicking the link in the description. expressvpn.com/top10. That's expressvpn.com/top10. TOP10. And take back your privacy today with ExpressVPN.
Thanks, Benny. Today, we are going to be going through the top 10 children of Wolverine. So, let's dive right on in. Join us now as we look at the large number of in-canon alternate reality offspring of the Wolverine. Number 1, my personal favorite, X-23. Okay, so this is an easy one. Laura Kinney made her debut in Earth 616 canon in NYX number 3 way back in 2004. Her origin would then go on to be explained in X-23 Innocent Lost. So basically, Laura was a clone of Wolverine that was actually carried to term within the scientist Sarah Kinney, unlike your usual test tube Wolverine clones. It should also be noted that technically, X-23's first appearance ever was on the animated series X-Men Evolution, which was a series that detailed a younger, high school-aged team of mutants. Like her father, Laura would eventually escape those who had created her and become a member of several X-teams. After Logan's death, Laura would take over the role of Wolverine for a time as well. X-23 has proven so popular that she has even made her live-action debut in the amazing movie Logan. Number 2, Daken. Every family has their favorite kid, and the one that you assume will probably become a psycho murderer. Well, for the Wolverine family, the psycho is Daken. First appearing in Wolverine Origins number 10, Daken is what Wolverine would be if he was less like a hero and more like Hannibal Lecter. The character's history is very similar to other Wolverine offspring. Wolverine met Daken's mother during one of his many trips through Japan, and after his mother is killed by the Winter Soldier, Daken was cut from her womb. Luckily, Daken's healing factor allowed him to survive, and the child was placed with a Japanese family to be raised. Daken has had a hard life growing up as he was considered an outcast of society, which is how he got his name, which roughly translates to mongrel dog. Unsurprisingly, he would eventually become a villain and clash with his father. Much like X-23, he took on the identity of Wolverine, but an evil version that worked on Norman Osborn's Dark Avengers. Basically, Daken is what you get when you decide that Wolverine isn't edgy enough already. Number 3, Wild Thing. Born in the MC2 universe of 1998, which saw an alternate timeline of Earth 616, where the children of our heroes become heroes of their own. Wild Thing was the teenage daughter of Wolverine and Elektra. Shockingly, this is probably one of the better futures for the Marvel Universe, and saw Wild Thing growing up in a loving household. But when your mom is Elektra and your father is the Wolverine, you're gonna end up a superhero. Wild Thing possessed Wolverine's healing factor, enhanced strength and senses, yet she also had psychokinetic abilities, which she used to create Psyclaws. You know where she learned that ability? Her godmother, Psylocke. Man, I miss the MC2. Number 4, Hudson Logan. If you're going to have an X-23 version in your alternate universe, then you might as well have a Daken type too. Well, in the MC2, that Daken was known as Saberclaw, or Hudson Logan. While Wild Thing grew up in a loving household and became a hero, Hudson instead followed a darker path. It is unknown who Hudson's mother was, or why he looks so much like Sabretooth. If I had to guess though, it's because every Wolverine needs their Sabretooth. While he shares similar powers to the rest of the family, he is stronger than both his father and his half-sister, and also wears adamantium sheaths on his claws. He would go on to become a member of the Ravagers and the Sinister Six in his time in the MC2, all while terrorizing his family. Number 5. Kirika Yashida. Another sort of version of X-23, Kirika first appeared in Age of Apocalypse #1 in 2005. She was born from Logan and Mariko in Japan. In the AOA timeline, she was captured by the Apocalypse's horsemen and held for many years, conveniently in a tube that said X-23. After she was freed by Magneto, she was bonded with adamantium and became a member of the X-Men. She would bring Wolverine out of his self-imposed exile and work alongside him to end the reign of Apocalypse. Kirika unfortunately met her end after Wolverine became known as Weapon Omega and vaporized her. Number 6. Jimmy Hudson. Jimmy was first introduced in Ultimate X #1. After everyone pretty much died in the Ultimate Universe Ultimatum event, the world needed a new group of heroes. Enter Jimmy Hudson, who turns out to be the son of none other than Wolverine. After discovering his powers by healing after he should have died in a car accident, Jimmy returns home to conveniently find Kitty Pryde waiting for him with the truth about his heritage. From that day forward, Jimmy joined a new team of heroes as their Wolverine, which is strange because it's like having Wolverine, but without the decades of emotional baggage. Eventually, Jimmy would move over to the 616 universe after the Secret Wars event and join X-Men Blue. Number 7. Scotty and Jade. Sometimes it just doesn't pay to be Wolverine's kids. We didn't learn much about these two redheads in Old Man Logan, just that Wolverine had finally settled down and was raising a family that he would do anything for. We see that Scotty was willing to fight for his father as well, which shows that some of that heroism was instilled within him. Unfortunately, after everything Logan goes through to get the money to pay off the Hulk gang for his farm, he returns to find that they murdered his family early anyway. Probably because they were bored. I like to think that Scotty tried his hardest to protect his mother and sister in the end, though. Number 8. Torrent. We don't learn much about this character other than the fact that Wolverine likes to hook up with his teammates in alternate timelines. On Earth 9811, most of the heroes are brought to Battleworld by the Beyonder, but eventually just decide to settle down and live out their lives on the mashed-together world. Somewhere along the line, Storm and Logan get together and have Torrent, a mutant with the power to control the weather and heal herself. Torrent would join a group of heroes that end up on an Earth overrun by the Sentinels, and in a way that would make her family proud, decides to stay and fight to free the planet. Number 9. Raze Darkholme. Hailing from an alternate future where Wolverine and Mystique got together, Raze possesses his mother's shape-shifting abilities as well as the claws, enhanced healing, and senses of his father. During the Children of the Atom storyline, Raze came back from the future disguised as Kitty Pryde in a convoluted plot to make space on Earth 616 for mutant refugees from the future by eliminating all of the humans on the planet. Guy's got a killer sense of fashion, though. Number 10. As we stated before, it does not pay to be a child of Wolverine. In Jason Aaron's Wolverine run, we are introduced to the Mongrels, a group of mercenaries with strange powers, weird names, and an awful fashion sense. Eventually, Wolverine comes to blows with Shadowstalker, Gunhawk, Sawfist, Fire Knives, and Cannonfoot, and manages to defeat and kill each of them. It is only afterwards that Logan learns that each member of the Mongrels was actually one of his children. After learning this truth, Wolverine tries to honor his children by burying each of them with their mothers. It's better than nothing, I guess. Thank you guys for watching this video, and be sure to go to expressvpn.com/top10 to take back your internet privacy today and find out how you can get 3 months for free. If you enjoyed this list being read to you by myself, be sure to let us know in the comments section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like it and subscribe to our channel. And if you want more of me, you can find me over at our Tales of Earth YouTube channel or on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/DanTStreamer. We will see you guys next time right here.